The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go with Murray again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off play action. Howard looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action. Cousins steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 22, Mark 22.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Nice grab there by Mooney and the Falcons. They're certainly hoping to see more of that after signing him this offseason. Plenty of talent there, and he's hoping that Kirk Cousins finds him with the football plenty of times this season.
Motion, 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 motion. Hey,
In motion goes McLeod. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. I'm coming after you.
Here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, Howard. To the right side and complete to Washington. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Howard.
Complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off-play action. Howard eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Operating from the gun, Howard. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, Howard. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing, Cousins.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one.
It'll be a gain of about 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Gun. Get off the field. Mike 22. Mike 22. Check. 300. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
To throw, Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
22's coming. Mike. Tackle. Yellow. Mike 22.
A first down throw for Cousins. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Single. 34. Eyes on 34. Here we go. Check 9.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Does the big boy have the juice? And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Howard, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Fourth down, Cousins.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch it for Washington.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Howard.
This one deep for Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
We'll
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Second down and 3.
Bring up 28. 2 times. Gun.
Cousins again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
From 13 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
To throw is Howard. Off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And
Incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Howard. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
On play action, Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Howard throwing to start the drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Off-play action. Howard. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Gun. 22. Check right. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Right down.
Play fake. Cousins. And complete to Drake London. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. First down. Here's Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna
Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Howard. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd down, Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go! 22, Max 22.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Watch 18.
One.
3.
Gun.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Throwing is Cousins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Give me that ball, defense.
Off play action. Howard. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, Murray. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a